Once upon a time, in the golden plains of Africa, there lived a young lion named Simba. He wasn't the biggest lion in the savannah, and he certainly wasn't the loudest. But Simba had something very special, a big heart and a brave spirit. Simba lived in the Pride Lands, where animals of all kinds roamed freely. His father, King Mufaro, was the wise and strong leader of the kingdom, and he always told Simba, "True bravery is not about fighting. It's about doing what's right, even when you're scared." Simba listened to his father carefully and dreamed of becoming a great lion one day. Lion faced the mysterious roar. One hot afternoon, while the animals napped under the trees, a loud roar echoed across the plains. Simba's ears perked up. "That's not Papa's roar," he whispered. He ran to the watering hole, where animals were trembling in fear. "The dark lions are coming," cried a zebra. "They want to take over the Pride Lands." Simba's heart thumped hard. The dark lions lived beyond the shadow cliffs, a place no one dared to go. They were fierce, rude, and cruel. Simba knew he wasn't strong enough to fight them, but he remembered his father's words. Doing what's right, even when you're scared. Prince, the journey begins. That night, Simba crept out of the den. He was going to the shadow cliffs alone. "Simba, are you crazy?" whispered his best friend Nia the meerkat, popping out of a bush. "You can't stop the dark lions by yourself." Simba smiled. "I may be small, but maybe I can think big." Nia blinked. "Then I'm coming too." And just like that, the brave lion and his clever friend set off under the stars. Spider, a dangerous path. The journey was hard. They crossed rivers full of crocodiles, hid from a sleeping leopard, and even had to tiptoe past a nest of angry spiders. At one point, Simba slipped on a rocky cliff, but Nia grabbed his tail and pulled him up. "You're braver than I thought," she said, huffing. Simba grinned. "And you're stronger than you look." Finally they reached the shadow cliffs. It was dark, windy, and full of growls. Dragon, the secret of the dark lions. Behind a tall rock, Simba and Nia saw the dark lions. But instead of roaring and laughing, they were arguing. "I'm hungry. There's no water here. I told you we should have asked the Pride Lands for help." Simba's eyes widened. "They're not evil. They're just desperate." Just then, a stick snapped under Nia's foot. "Who's there?" roared the leader of the dark lions. Simba stepped forward, his knees shaking. "My name is Simba, and I came to talk." The lions growled. "Why should we listen to a little cub like you?" Simba raised his head high. "Because I understand now. You don't want to fight. You want food and water. And maybe, peace." The leader blinked. "You'd help us." Simba nodded. "If you promise not to hurt anyone, I'll take you to my father. Maybe we can share the land, safely." Sunrise over mountains, the brave prince. And so, Simba led the dark lions back, under the early morning sun. First, the animals panicked. But when King Mufaro saw Simba in front, walking proudly, he held up a paw and said, "Let's hear them out." With Simba's courage and kindness, a deal was made. The Pride Lands would help the dark lions grow food near the river, and in return, the lions promised to protect the land, not fight. That evening, the animals gathered to cheer for Simba. "You were so brave," cried Nia. Simba smiled. "I was scared every second. But I knew what was right." King Mufaro stepped forward. "My son, today you were not just a cub. You were a true lion, brave, wise, and kind." Glowing star, and from that day on, Simba was known as Simba the Brave, the little lion with the biggest heart. He grew up to be a great king, not because he roared the loudest, but because he listened the most and cared the deepest. And every time a challenge came, he would say, "Being brave doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you do the right thing anyway."